And David Keller joins us now with weather and created a big mess up there in the skies for the airlines.
Yeah, lots of pea soup. It's been socked in Raleigh since early this morning, and it's going to be that way throughout the night. But for here, what a year for meteorologists it was. And we usually don't get a chance to blow our own horns, but I'm going to make an exception tonight.
Here it goes.
Whoa, meteorologists. And by the way, as a public service, if you're not going to be able to stay awake to see the ball drop,
Here
there
it
you
is.
go. Now
I
you've
knew
seen
you
the
were
ball.
going to do
All
that.
right, there you go. Well, let's start the festive weather tonight by taking a look at all the fog this evening at Monkey Junction, and that'll give us a chance to take a look at our stats for the day. We had a mild high in the port city of 64 degrees. Gee, that felt nice. After a mild low this morning of 47. Right now in Wilmington, under very foggy skies, it's 55 degrees. The relative humidity, no surprise, 100%, totally saturated. Barometer 29.85 inches. It's falling, and the winds, there are none. It's calm out there. Well, tonight we will continue our look at the 1995 Wilmington weather wrap-up. Last night we looked at temperatures, and tonight we're going to look at precipitation. How did we do? Well, for the entire year we had 65.09 inches of rain, and that is well above normal. The normal, in fact, we were 10, nearly 11 inches above the normal rain, and this after April being the driest April ever on record. So we really made up for it and then some. Part of the contribution to that, look at this, you probably remember back in September, on one day, from the 6th to the 7th, one 24-hour period, we recorded nearly 5 inches of rain in that gully washer. How about thunderstorms? Well, we had 50 days of thunderstorms this year, and that was close to normal, just a tad above, because normally we get 48 days with thunderstorms. So there's our outlook on the precipitation scene, I should say our wrap-up on the precip for Wilmington in 1995. Let's take a look at those mild high temperatures across the Carolinas today. Notice along the coast where we had that warmer wind relative to the cooler air that was dammed up over the mountains, it was a lot warmer. In fact, it got up to 67 degrees at Myrtle Beach this afternoon, whereas in Greensboro and back in Greenville-Spartanburg, South Carolina, they only managed to get up to 47 degrees. Now let's put our clouds into motion and notice this big stream of moisture rushing up from the Gulf of Mexico, and it is moving fast up there because the winds that are moving this massive moisture is, they're at about 150 miles an hour. So big stream of moisture coming up from the Gulf. Meanwhile, an area of disturbed weather right off the North Carolina coast. The combination of those two is keeping us in the soup tonight. And if we take a look at the regional radar, there's all the moisture. A lot of that is just not quite reaching the ground, or it's just light on again, off again rain, basically up and down the coast, and it is indeed in our area, and some of that precipitation moving back up, so we will see the rain come back later on this evening, along with the fog. What fun. Looking ahead tomorrow, again, we stay in the moisture from all that stuff coming up upstairs from the Gulf, and then when we get into Tuesday, another storm system approaches, and that'll keep us in the soup throughout the day, and then finally toward the end of the week it'll clear and get back to winter time. Tide times on the area beaches, they look like this. The next tide coming up high at 4 a.m., then low again tomorrow morning at 10:30. Coastal forecast calls for northeast winds at 15 knots, wave heights 4 feet, and the beach water temperature is 49 degrees. Now that forecast, dense fog alert tonight, so please drive very carefully. We'll have on again, off again rain, calm to light winds. It will be mild, the low only 51 to 54 degrees. Tomorrow, New Year's Day, periods of rain and mild, light winds, high 62 to 65. And then tomorrow night, rain again, low 55 to 57. The extended outlook, rain continues on Tuesday into the beginning of your work week of the new year. Then on Wednesday, skies clear by afternoon, temps will begin to fall. And then on Thursday, it's back to winter with mostly sunny skies and much colder temperatures. So Happy New Year, and remember, it's always better to be weather-wise than otherwise. Marguerite?
Thank you, David, very much. Well, when we return, year-end hopes for an end to the partial government shutdown were dashed today. And we at TV3 want to wish you a happy and safe night.